Hello, I am Christopher Bond, and hopefully you are in Spanish 111 IN1. This is our online Introduction to Spanish course. If you shouldn't be in that course, then you can shut down this video and give somebody from distance learning a call because you're in the wrong place. But you should all be in the right place, I imagine. I am going to just quickly say hello, run you through the syllabus. I'll keep it as short as possible, but I do want to make sure that everybody understands how the class works and everything you'll be expected to do. So first, hi, I'm Christopher Bond. I'm the Spanish instructor here at Haywood Community College. This is an online Spanish course, obviously, which is a challenging type of course to teach online. And so you will learn a great deal. You'll be expected to learn a great deal and tested on what you learn. I would also suggest, however, and I'll remind you of this as I run through the syllabus, but there are many things that you're just expected to be a responsible, mature student and do on your own. I do as much as I can online here that we would have otherwise done in class, but there are some things that you will be expected to do on your own. So keep that in mind as you take this course, that if you actually want to get something from this course and do well in this course, you cannot only do exactly the assignments that are required for the course, but it would be a good idea for you to do above and beyond the actual assignments that you'll be graded on. Just first, a couple of basic things. My office is room 329. My office hours are listed on the syllabus: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday 2 to 3, Fridays 10 to 12, and 1 to 2. So you can come see me there. You might want to open the syllabus right now, which you can find there on Moodle. So if you want to pause me and open the syllabus, I'm just going to run through some of the really important stuff from the syllabus and give you some other thoughts. So my apologies for not looking right into the camera, but I need to read the syllabus. The book that you need for this course is called Hola Amigos. It's the 8th edition. Make sure you get the book immediately. I'm not going to read through everything on the syllabus because you can do that yourself. Just to tell you some important highlights. As an online course, the attendance policy for this course basically says that if you don't do any assignments for 2 weeks, then it's the same thing as if you miss too many class meetings in an in-person class, and you'll be withdrawn from the course. If you have something going on that you want to tell me about before or at some point after, that some extenuating circumstances that make that happen, then you can bring those up either before or after, but I will have to withdraw you from the course. The things that I'll be grading in this class: we will have tests, quizzes, video responses, transcriptions, oral exams and prompts. We'll have something called Duolingo, and we'll have a final exam. So let me run through all of those with you. Tests, we'll basically have 4 tests. We go through 4 chapters, 5 chapters actually, in this class. You'll have tests on the first 4, and I will drop the lowest test grade. These tests will cover the grammar that we do in the class, as well as vocabulary, which you're expected to study on your own for those tests. All that vocabulary is found in the book. So keep in mind that though I'm not really teaching vocabulary because the lists are all in the book, it is something that you need to learn. To study vocabulary, if you've never studied a foreign language before, or if you have studied a foreign language before, either way, you'll find that learning a large amount of vocabulary can be challenging, can be a little scary. It is really not all that hard, and it's not scary, but it can seem that way. So if you find yourself a little overwhelmed by all the vocabulary, may I suggest that you get some note cards. You can get some large ones like this. Okay, this might be the best kind. Small ones will work too. don't do flashcard style where you have a word here and then the word in Spanish on the other side. That'll waste a lot of paper. It's not good for the environment. It's not good for your wallet. And they're annoying to carry around. If you do it like this, it'll be much easier and much better. Just write one word in Spanish, say here, and then the English equivalent over here. You can go down the list. And then that also allows you to take another note card and slowly move it down to test yourself either way. If you've taken the ACA class, which I now also teach a number of sections of here, you will have learned that one of the best ways to learn is through frequent, small amounts of studying. That really, really applies to learning a foreign language. If you attempt to study everything that we do in this class the night before a test, you're really not going to learn anything. You won't remember anything, and you won't do as well. So I suggest as soon as a section starts, as soon as we start a chapter, that you make up note cards with all of the vocabulary in the chapter and give yourself some time every day to study that. You will have quizzes. Quizzes will quiz vocabulary as well as the grammar that we're doing. Those are all just brief multiple choice quizzes. You'll have what's called a video response journal. Okay, the way that these work is that each topic in the class will include a short video from a BBC series called Mi Vida Loca. You'll watch these videos. Some sections you'll have to watch one video, sometimes more than one. But basically you'll watch a video and you'll make a brief response to the video. And there are instructions on how to do that once you get into that. We'll also do something called the transcription. Important here, this is not a translation. So all a transcription means is that you need to write what you hear me saying. And my whole point of this is that once you've studied the vocabulary, you should be able to understand and hear what it is that I'm saying. So I just want to see that you're able to comprehend what I'm saying and then to spell it properly. Keep in mind, you'll do best on this if you actually study the vocabulary and the grammar as we go along. So, for instance, if I just said to you right now, el camión, well, you might not know how to spell el camión. But if el camión, right, which means truck, if that were in your vocabulary list, you would have studied it, you would have seen that it's spelled C-A-M-I-O-N with an accent on the O, and you'd be able to spell it properly. So, another reason to be studying the vocabulary. There'll also be oral exams throughout the semester, where basically you'll listen to a recording of me asking you questions in Spanish. These are not transcriptions, so this is something different. This you'll hear a recording of me asking the questions, and you'll make a recording of yourself answering the questions in Spanish. So I'll say, for instance, ¿Cómo te llamas?, which means, what's your name? And you'll write back, me llamo, and your name. So those are, excuse me, you'll speak that back. You'll record that and upload that to Moodle. Duolingo is another thing we're going to be doing in this class. Many of you may have seen Duolingo before. Many of my students are familiar with it. It's a language learning software. You can get it as an app, or you can do it online on a computer. And basically, it is it's just an app to help you learn the language. If you follow the instructions that you'll find on the main Moodle page, that will help you get into my class. This part is really important, so you need to be in my Duolingo class, and you're not automatically there. So you need to sign up by following the instructions so you can get into my class. You're basically going to have one assignment a week, and that assignment is to do 100 points on Duolingo. That comes out to maybe 40 minutes a week, maybe a little bit less. But basically, weekdays, 10 minutes or less a day is all I'm asking for there. But it is something you really need to keep up on. And these assignments will be by week. So that means you cannot, for instance, get on week 1 and do 600 points and skip the next 5 weeks. for the same reason that I mentioned earlier, that if we do this often, regularly in small amounts, it's going to work best for you. So every week you need to do those 100 points on Duolingo. And then there'll be a final exam, which will be cumulative. So you have all of this work that we do along the way, which basically fills out sort of what would be the classroom time of a class. In an average class, obviously, I would also then assign homework. In this class, the homework is not a they're not required assignments. However, they are highly, highly recommended. In order to do well on these things, in order to have success in this class and actually learn something, you're going to need to be practicing. And so what I've done is along the left-hand side of the Moodle page, you'll find a suggested list of homework assignments, and then you'll find the answers that correspond to those suggested assignments. So please, please do those suggested assignments in order to practice for the course. If you have any questions, if you look at the answers and they still don't make sense, please just send me an email or give me a call or stop by my office and I'd be happy to go through it with you. And finally, we have extra credit, which you can read about here on the syllabus. Please note, I do not accept late work in this course. So plan ahead. Everything's due Sunday nights. Okay, so while I feel terrible if somebody writes to me on a Sunday night at 11:50 and gives me a credible story about their computer being broken or something, I feel really bad doing it, but I'm going to tell you, sorry, too bad. Why? Because you have a week to do all of these assignments, so I'd really suggest you don't wait to start them until Sunday night and then possibly be faced by some kind of problem. So everything will be available. You can start it on Monday morning, jump right into it, and do it over the week, and then you won't be in any kind of pickle later. I have all of the assignments listed here. Like I said, everything's due Sunday nights. Some of the assignments in Moodle have me put it as 11:55 is the latest I can do it. Some are 11:59, some is 11:50, but it's all right in that ballpark within the 10 minutes or so before midnight. Same for the Duolingo. The Duolingo is due right at midnight, and then the next section will open. The next assignment that you have will open right then as well. Let's see, I'm almost there. Oh, back to Duolingo. I actually misspoke. I'm sorry, I wish I could delete it, but I don't know how to do that. The Duolingo is not 100 points. You'll have it's actually less than 100 points, and you will have specific topics that you'll need to do from the Duolingo that will be bringing you through the Duolingo curriculum. So once you get into my class, you'll immediately start receiving notifications telling you which assignments from Duolingo you need to do, and also they're listed there on the syllabus. I'm sorry for that confusion. Okay, I don't have too much else to offer. The only other thing I want to mention, and this should be obvious if you even glance at the syllabus, but unfortunately not everybody reads syllabuses too carefully. So when you are looking at the syllabus, you'll notice the projected schedule of assignments, which is on page 4, says, for instance, August 19th, that's this upcoming Sunday, you have topics 1 and 2 due, as well as the Duolingo introduction. So when it says topics 1 and 2 are due, that means it is not one topic per week. Okay, so you need to do topic 1, which covers one topic of grammar, and then you need to do topic 2, which covers another topic of grammar. So please make sure you realize that. You don't want to find yourself in week 5 all of a sudden saying, oh, I thought we only had to do one topic a week, when in fact by that point you should have already taken a chapter test and be at like topic 8. Okay, so please be aware of that. Look carefully at the syllabus. I'm sorry this took a lot longer than I wanted it to, but once again, welcome to the course. Please come see me, even for an online course. Y'all are all welcome to come see me during my office hours, which are listed on the syllabus. My room is 329 once again, which is in the 300 building. My number is 565-4222, and come see me anytime. I hope we have a great semester together, and thank you very much. Bye.